Some sources say, make the cut 2 centimeters above the bud. Others whisper, look for the diaphragm. Who to believe? Today we won't guess. We'll perform a surgical operation and find out when pruning through the diaphragm is brilliant and when it's a path to catastrophe. And most importantly, how to do it correctly. Before you cut, you need to understand what's inside. The diaphragm is an invisible partition inside the node, but not every one. Node with a tendril. Here it's a true armored shield. Node without a tendril. Here it's a shield with a hole. Its protection is weaker. Therefore, the first rule, look for a node with a tendril. That's the only place it makes sense. This is not a panacea for every day. This technique is like a surgeon's scalpel. Use it only in 2 cases. For the finishing pruning of a 1-year-old cane above a specific bud, when it is critically important for you that the desiccation stops right here and doesn't go any further. For example, when forming a precise fruiting spur on valuable varieties. For minimizing vine bleeding, excessive sap flow, the dense diaphragm acts like a cork, slightly restraining the flow of sap in spring on sensitive varieties. I repeat, this is a method for manual jeweler's work, not for mechanical pruning and not for rough work. How to cut. A 3-step algorithm. Remember. Step 1. Find a developed node with a tendril above the bud you want to keep. If there's no tendril, forget this method. Prune classically. Step 2. Mentally draw a line. It runs from the highest point above the leaf petiole to the highest point above the tendril. This is a cutting plane. Step 3. Position the pruners along this slanted line. One confident motion. The cut must pass through the entire node, not somewhere nearby. We are not leaving a stub. We are cutting off the entire node. Now, about what will lead to failure. Never prune through the diaphragm on a node without a tendril. You will simply expose the pith and desiccation will proceed inward. On perennial wood, cordons, arms, trunk. Here, the rule is either a flush cut or a cut to a lateral, if the cane is not well ripened. Weak wood means a weak diaphragm. It won't protect. In this case, it's better to leave a 2 centimeter safety stub. Pruning through the diaphragm is not about right or wrong. It is a high-precision tool. For everyday work, in most cases, the classical 2 centimeters rule is sufficient. But if you want to achieve maximum perfection from your best vine, if you see in the cane not just a stick, but a complex living organism, this technique is for you. It requires understanding, patience, and respect for the plant.